So we have discussed how to find the square root of a number using prime factorization method. Now let's move on to the next important method, finding the square root using division method. In this method, we can find the square root of any number. Let it be a perfect square, not a perfect square, or any sort of number. We can even approximate the value of the square root in this particular way. Now it's very important. It may feel tricky, so you should be paying your complete attention while doing this problem. And this will be an entire new method for you. So be very careful. Now the question is to find the square root of 1296. First step, as it says, it's related to the division method that we do, but it's a bit different from that. First of all, just start the way that you used to do the division process, but in this case we don't have a divisor, we just have a dividend. Using the dividend, the first and important step that we need to do is to make this into pairs from the right side. Make it pair from the right side. So we can write like this. This is the first pair, this is the second pair. Now we will do all the operations as pairs. Now a question may come to you, what if there are odd number of numbers? Let's see, 7, 2, 9. Here also the situation is not at all different. Just make the number into pairs from the right. So it will be like this and this way. So this 7 will stay as a single number. Even if there is a 5-digit number, for example 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, then we can make this as a pair, or we can make it pair from the right side. So this will say as a single digit. Now let's come to our way. So the first step is clear, I guess. Now take this number 12 and just as in division, we will find a number that can be divided completely or less than that one. In this session or in this part, we will find a number that is to be written here who is a perfect square less than or equal to the number over here. That is, what is the square numbers? What are the square numbers? 1, 4, 9, 16, etc. And 1, 4, 9, 16, etc. Which is the number that goes easily under this one? Is it 16? No, 16 won't be possible. 4. But there is a 9 before this one, right? So we should write the number 9 over here. And over here, we should write the root of this particular number. That is 3. Now I hope you got the second step. Then we can write 3 into 3 is 9. So that is also verified. Now just as in the division process, subtract them. 12 minus 9. What is 12 minus 9? It is 3. Now again we adopt the methodology of division. Take or write down the next number below. But in this case, we are not writing the numbers below, but the pair as a whole below. 3, 9, 6. So this will turn out to be 3, 9, 6. Is that clear up to there? Now, next important process that is different from division is that whoever be the number here it is 3. Whoever be the number here, take the double of that number. Here it is 3. Double of 3 is 6. And put a blank over here. You will wonder why we are doing this process. You will understand once it reaches the end. So whatever be the number here, just take the double and write it over here. What if there is 6? Suppose there was 6. Okay, then we should write 12 here and a blank. That is the way to do this one. Now this is the step number 3. Step number 4 is a bit different. So listen very carefully. We should put a number here. That number will go here as well. But first and foremost thing, we should find a number that is to be substituted here to get any value of this way, or this value or value less than the value over here. For example, if you put 1, here is already 6, then all we need to do is to just help this number by putting another number. So, if I put 1, then it becomes 61, and whichever number we are giving, we are to be multiplied with that number itself. So 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 6 is 6. 61 is nowhere near 396, so we will go for 2. So what happens if you put 2, 62 times 2? It is 4, 1, 2. It's still not near to this one, so we will go for the next number 3. 63 times 3. 3 3s are 9, then 3 8 6 are 18. 189. That is also not satisfying. Now we will go for the number 4. 64 times 4. 4 4s are 16. Remainder 1. 256. That is not also possible. Now, can you guess whether we need to put 5 over here? Because if we put 5 and multiply by 5, the resultant will have 5 in the units place. Do you get it? That is, if you put 65 and 5, the answer will be 325. 5 in the units place. But what do we have got? The number 6 in the units place. By multiplying which two numbers we will get 6? Either by multiplying 66 by 6 or 60. Okay, only 6 is possible. So I am going to put I am going to put 6 instead of 5 in the coming case. So 66 times 6. 6 6 are 36. Remainder 3. 6 6 are 36, and you got it. So we will put 6 over here. The same 6 over here. We will get 6 times 66 is 396, and you got the remainder 0. So what have we got? We have got 1296 is equal to, or root of 1296 is equal to 36. This is the way to find the square root of any number. Now obviously we will go for another number to make you all clear. Let's go for a 2-digit number, 3-digit number. 729. 729. The very old process, 729 must be written like this. First step is to make pairs from the right. So you will get a single number over here. It is 7. Who is the largest number? That goes, largest square number that is under 7. It is 2 square. So we will write 2 over here. 2 square is 4. Then next step is to subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. Then 29 can be written over here. Remember the next step. Take the double of, not square, double of the quotient. Who is the quotient over here? 2. 2 times 2 is, or the double of 2 is 4. Now we will put a number here such that the product of this number and that number itself will give us 329 or under 329. So obviously it will not be 1, 2, or it will not be 1 or 2. It will be a number which will result as 9 in the units place. So we can guess that number to be 3 or 7. Do you agree? In the first session we have learned the units place. If it is 3 or 7, the units place of the square number will give us 9. So it's either 3 or 7. We just need to look for both of them. If this idea is not clear, you can, no problem. Only the problem is that it will take more time. You can put 41 into 1, 42 into 2, 43 into 3, no problem with that. So let's try with 43 into 3. 43 into 3 will give us 9, 129, which is nowhere near. Then we will go for 7. 47 into 7. It is 7 times 7 is 49. Remainder 4. It is 329. So the desired number is 27. And we will get the remainder as 0. So I know it's a bit tricky one. So please take more exercise questions of this form. I will do one more problem for you. Let the question be 2304. 2304. Now the very old method 2304. I am going to make it as pair. Now the perfect number that goes inside is clearly 16 because 25 cannot be written. Whose number square is 16? Is 4. Then the remainder is 23 minus 16 is 7. We can write down here 704. Next step is to take the double of the number in the quotient. So 4 times to double of 4 is 8. Then we will put a remainder a blank over here. This is the important step. Don't get confused. We are just putting a blank, and we need to put a number such that the product of this whole number and the new number should give us a number near to 704 or the number itself. So what happens? The units place is 4. So the probability is that it will be either 2 or 8, right? So we will go for that. 82 into 2, it is 4. Then 16 is clearly no. Then we will go for 88 into 8. Whatever number you are putting over here, you should multiply with the same. Okay? I hope that is clear. So I will here put a blank here itself. Now what I wanted to get is the number 4 in the units place. That will be possible if you put 2 or 8. Then let's see whether it is satisfying. 8 8s are 64. Remainder is 6. Then 8 8s are 64. 64 plus 6 is 70. So which is our desired value. So we will put 8 here and we will put 8 here. So the answer final remainder is 0. So we can write therefore root of 2304 is 88. So that is how it is to be done. I hope this is clear for you. Let's see how to do how to find the square root of a decimal. If you are given a decimal, how to find the root of the same. It's not at all difficult. Just need to understand the concept that when we multiply the decimal or two decimal values, suppose we want to multiply 1.2 into 1.2, you will just simply multiply 12 and 12. Then you will get 144, right? Then what you do is that count how many decimal values are here. How many decimal values are here? 1. Okay, we'll do in the same process. 12 times 12, you will get 4, 2, then 2. So 1, 4, 4. Now we wanted to multiply 1.2 and 1.2. We will count how many decimals are there. There are 2 decimal values. Then we will put the decimal value 2 places from the right to the left. That is how it is done. Now use the same concept and we will solve the we will find the root of the value. It will be very comfortable once you learn the division method. So all steps up to the end or till the end steps are very same. All you need to do is to write the number 12.25 like this. Write it in pairs. Do the same process. The biggest number that is included or under 12 is 3 square. 3 square is 9. Then remainder is 325. Now once you reach the decimal here, you can put the decimal itself. That's all. No confusion. Once you put the decimal part, you can put the decimal over here. Or it's an intuition. You will obviously understand once you get the final value. Let's see whether you are getting it or not. Now the process is take the double of the quotient, who is here 6. The number is 3 and obviously the double of 3 is 6. Then put a bar over here. The only chance of, if it is a perfect number, perfect square, the only chance of writing a number here is 5, because the value that we should get has a 5 in the units place. So it's clearly 5. We'll confirm it. 65 times 5 is 5 5s are 25, remainder 2, 325. So no problem, 3, 2, 5. So you will get the answer as 3.5. Then we can write root of 12.25 is 3.5. When we multiply 3.5 and 3.5, how many decimals would we get? 2 decimals. That 2 decimals is here also. So that's an intuition. If there is 2 decimal values in the given number or the number that is given to be found the square root, just as here, then the answer will have 1 decimal. That is the concept that you can keep with you. So I hope this session is clear for you. If not, please watch it again. It's not at all not that bit difficult. I know at the same time I admit that it's not that easy as well. So to make this one more easier, I recommend you to watch it again. Thank you.